Hello, Planet Internet. I am Emperor Cole for My Bender Entertainment, and this is Tampa Bay Bucs Corner, presented to you by My Bender Sports. And today we're here to preview the Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus the Dallas Cowboys. Let's do it. Okay, so last week the Tampa Bay Buccaneers defeated the New Orleans Saints 16-11. The Bucs defense has really come alive over the course of this last month. We held Drew Brees and company to only 3 offensive field goals and a safety for only 11 points. That is good on any given Sunday, Monday, or Thursday night game. Hell of a job, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Let's give the team a round of applause. Dallas has a power explosive running game spearheaded by Ezekiel Elliott, who has 1,392 yards, I believe, on the season, along with 12 touchdowns. He's averaging very close to 5 yards per touch, which is dead serious. Regardless of anyone tells you, this is the #1 rushing attack in football. Dallas has the best offensive line in football. So the Bucs defensive line is going to have their hands full all night. Key to the Bucs getting the win this Sunday night is going to be defense, defense, and more defense. The Bucs in games 1 through 8 were giving up 29 points per game, which was pretty much dead last in weeks 9 through 13. The Bucs defense has completely turned it around, only allowing 12.8 points per game. That's a 16-point turnaround, which is like historic. Like, let's be serious. If we can keep this up for the last 3 weeks of the season, it's a huge turnaround for our defense, and it's a huge boost for us going into the playoffs, which we intend to make. We need to be able to force Dak Prescott to actually beat us, force him to throw the ball in tight coverage, and of course our guys got to play defense on the back end. We got to be there to make sure we're batting down balls, playing defense, and getting interceptions. A key matchup in this game is going to be the Dallas offensive line versus the Bucs defensive line. Ezekiel Elliott has nearly 1,400 yards on the season. He's averaging nearly 5 yards per carry. That right there tells you everything you need to know about this Dallas run game. It tells you where the Dallas offense gets its power and gets its boost from. This is what we need to shut down. Our defensive line needs to make sure we get off blocks. We need to make sure we're sure tacklers this week. We need to make sure we get to the ball carrier immediately. And of course, the D-line has to put pressure on Dak Prescott when he drops back to pass. Key players for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this week are going to be Quan Alexander, Levante David, and Daryl Smith. These are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers starting linebackers. This week, the Bucs linebackers need to make sure they get off their blocks and need to make sure they are sure tacklers. You cannot afford to miss a tackle this week because Ezekiel Elliott is a power running back, and or even in the passing game, if you blow in the assignments, it's going to lead to a big game. So our guys need to make sure that they recognize the plays that are going on, have play recognition, get to the ball carrier, and bring him to the ground quick, with power, and with force. The Dallas Cowboys are coming off a tough loss to the New York Giants. A lot of people are starting to creep up with some doubts about Dak Prescott, and they are at home, and this is a primetime game. So that means this team is going to come out ferocious, aggressive, and they're going to be trying to put us away early. So the Bucs have to play super tight, aggressive defense. So now there are 3 keys to the Bucs getting the victory on offense as well. First, no turnovers. Jameis, protect the football. Offensive line, of course, keep Jameis upright and protect him. The Bucs need to make sure they get off to a quick start. Need to make sure we don't fall behind 10-0, 14-0, 17-0, because then we have to alter our game plan. Jameis has to throw the ball 40 to 50 times. That doesn't quite work out for us because he's likely to throw a couple picks. Then we won't be able to run the football. That kind of takes that whole dynamic away from us as well. So we need to make sure we get off to that quick start. We need to make sure we keep our team in the game, keep everybody energetic and motivated. We need to make sure we test the Dallas secondary, test them deep in particular. Let's see if those safeties can really play. So let's take them deep over the middle. Let's take them deep downfield. Let's see if they can really cover. That way, that's going to open things up underneath for some of the shorter, more intermediate routes. And that's also going to open things up for our tight end, Cameron Brate, and Luke Stocker. Also, that's going to open up the running game for Doug Martin. That way, they can't just crowd the box and load the box with 8 men. Now it's time for me to give my prediction for this week 15 game with the Bucs versus the Dallas Cowboys. And although the Bucs are going into Arlington, Texas in a very hostile environment, against the best team in the NFC coming off a loss, so they're going to be playing tough. I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to win this game 23-16. There it is, 23-16. I picked the Bucs. Fire those cannons. We get the W. 6 in a row. We're headed back to Raymond James Stadium. Let's go. If you enjoyed this review, please subscribe to this YouTube channel. If you are an NFL football fan or a Tampa Bay Bucs fan, feel free to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you check us out on Facebook, facebook.com/MindBender Entertainment. Make sure you give us a like there. Follow us on Twitter @MindBenderENT. And make sure you check out the website, mindbenderent.com. And remember, the future is now.